Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. It is third Thursday here on Vintage Craft and Chat, and I'm so excited to have my friend Amy of Amazing. I always say it wrong, Amy.
It's
Amazing
okay.
Amy's Art with us today.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I'm so glad you're here. Oh my gosh. And I always think we have so many amazing artists, crafters in our community here, but I always think of Amy's like our official, she's our official professional.
I like to dabble in a little bit of everything, so.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Amy, for those that are new to you.
So I am a name and pet portrait artist. I have worked at Disney for about 6 or 7 years and then recently moved back to family. In Disney, I did caricatures, name art, and some silhouettes in the resorts and parks. But I've always been an artist and a crafter at heart. My craft supplies is a little embarrassing. My hobby in Florida was going to the flea market on the weekends and collecting little bits and bobs and vintage items. And I found Julie and Day Trip Vintage Co. During COVID while I was doing a lot of my crafting supplies. I learned how to make assemblages and things like that. And fast forward now, I'm mostly working with watercolor, alcohol markers, um, and yeah, I'm not sure what else I should point
Awesome.
on there.
That's all wonderful. And Amy has a channel here on YouTube. She's been on some crafting live sales and some live sales with some friends here in the community, Kathy Picasso Cat. And you were part of our, what was it called?
Crafty marathon. We need
Crafty
another one.
marathon that we had several months back. So that was fun. She participated in that with all of us. And you do a lot on Facebook, right?
Yes. I'm primarily on Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram. I'm trying to dip my toes into the YouTube world. Me and technology don't get along very well, but I'm going to try.
Yes. I think it's one of those things that you just have to jump in
Hmm.
and do it and yeah, figure out like technology wise what works. And the nice thing is people they just want to see you and see what you're doing, right? So that's the good
Yeah.
thing. People are very forgiving of oopsies in real life situations. So that's
And I love the YouTube community. I did go to school for art, but a lot of the techniques that I use are from learning from other artists. So YouTube is
oh,
a really great source to learn and to, take ideas. I might take, oh, that little idea from that tutorial or that artist and use it in my own work. And it's really a great resource for learning for
it
sure.
is. It is. It's wonderful. Well, let me say hello to some of our friends. I know. Let me go back here. I know Kathy was the first person in. Hi, Kathy. I hope you're doing good. We have Nettie is here and Nancy. Nancy from. Okay, am I going to pronounce that right? Valparaiso. Valparaiso, Indiana. Hello, Susie is here. Let's see here. Oh, my thing isn't moving. Let me make sure I said hello. Terry is here. Hello, Terry. I hope you're having a good day. Hello. Well, wonderful. So today Amy is going to be sharing her tips and techniques of how to work with alcohol markers.
Hmm.
So we are doing stamping. So there's a supply list down in the description, but it's a very simple one. So basic supplies are paper. And what is your favorite paper, Amy?
So I highly recommend a thick cardstock.
Okay.
I use the RESKID Reskid brand from Amazon. But Walmart, Staples, and your craft stores do supply cardstock or a Bristol paper, just like a thicker paper.
Okay. Okay. So that's Amy's, yeah, paper of choice. If you don't have alcohol markers, grab your colored pencils. What would be another good thing? Maybe
Crayola markers.
Crayola
I
markers.
used for a
Oh,
while
okay.
I lived in Florida, primarily Crayola markers and watercolor for a while until, because
Okay.
you know, markers are very expensive. So
Yes. Yes, they can be very expensive. I have a little set here that was gifted to me last year, so I'm glad to learn how learn how to use them. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, they can be expensive, so use what you have, and also get, if you have rubber stamps. Amy and I grabbed a lot of our just different fun wooden stamps, with which we both said the same thing. We don't use them that often, right?
no,
I tend to grab,
the
yeah.
you know, at the thrift store or yard sales, $1, you know, like look how big
Yes.
this is. It's huge.
Oh yeah, that's a big, yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, mine all came from similar, like, yeah, estate sales, garage sales. Like, look how beautiful that one is. Really, really pretty. So grab your favorite stamps. If you don't, we're just using the wooden stamps just because we don't play with them as often. So it's a good opportunity.
And then
to
I do sometimes use like the Dollar Tree stamps,
yes.
and then the little I think even Dollar Tree has their own the
I haven't
backing.
tried that. I've seen that.
Yeah.
I mean, I meant to pick up a new one, but
Yeah.
Dollar Tree, I use Dollar Tree stamps all the time.
Yep.
The little silicone ones are great.
Yep.
So this is a great time to just use what you have and play. And I think it's going to be very relaxing. We're going to be coloring. And if you're asking, well, what do you do once you've, you know, stamped your image and colored it in? You can, Amy has a great thing that she's going to show as well, but you can fussy cut the image out. Then it becomes collage fodder. You can, you know, add it to a piece of junk journal ephemera. You can decorate a junk journal page. Amy made some, look at that. Yeah.
You
so
cut them right out. Yeah. And then bookmarks.
Yeah. And then look at these great bookmarks she made. Beautiful. So how quick and easy to make a gift for somebody, something that you've handmade, and you can make cards with them. It's just another way of creating beautiful fodder or ephemera to use in other projects. That's so cute. I love the bunnies.
I do too.
I love the bunnies. So that's what we are doing. Okay, do you think we should turn? Should we? Oh, you know what? I need to do the prompt jar. I totally forgot. Okay, so this past week, our prompt was, I always say zine. I have to stop and say magazine, zine. I never say it the right way. So this past week was zine, and I'll just do a little quickie of the one I made. And I love this project so much. I definitely will we'll have fun with this on one of our Thursdays. We'll definitely come up with a little project for us to do. There's a fun way to fold an 8.5 by 11 paper, and then you're just making a little booklet. And these remind me of ATC cards, right? So it's the same thing. ATC is just a single playing card size, and this is just I don't want to say more involved, but it's just multiple. To me, it's just a little mini booklet of ATC cards,
like a collection of them. Yeah.
Yes. So I look at it as an opportunity to, you know, experiment with mark making and collage, and you could even take like some of the things we're making today, and those can become collage fodders, right, for your ATCs. Okay, what is today? I'm excited. Okay. Some of these are typed out, and then some are written by hand. So Twinchy. So Twinchy is 2 inches.
Okay.
Right? So it's a 2-inch by 2-inch square. Okay. So there's they do them as small as inchies, and then there's twinchies. So it would be a smaller version of an ATC card. Okay. So just a 2 by 2 inch square, and do whatever you want with it. That's basically what a twinchy is. So That's it. That's fun. That'll be a fun one. That'll be a fun one this week. Okay. I'll post that later. Let me put this back here. Okay. All right. So should we switch our cameras around?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Bring mine around. Like everybody's sit here.
Here. I forgot what way I had myself last time. Let's see. Bear with me.
Yeah, no worries. And then I'll make you bigger too as we go along here. Let me put my phone in a better location. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Now hold hands. Who grabbed supplies to craft along with us today? To color, sit down and relax. Yeah, that's sideways, which I think is just as good. Unless you want. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Perfect.
Is that good?
Yes, that's perfect. Perfect. And then I'm going to make you bigger. I'm going to do this so everybody can see you better. Let's see. Does that? Whoops. No. I always have to play around with.
I'm gonna make everyone nauseous too over here moving stuff.
I thought there was a way to make you a little bit. There's a little bit of it might be the holder.
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. This is why.
Oh, there we go.
Learning.
Perfect. Okay. I think there's a way, but it's not working. I'm trying to see if I can make you even wider, but I don't think so. So, okay. So you guys give us feedback too if you like that.
Yes.
Where you can see Amy's bigger. Whoops. Oh, maybe, that. Let me see. No, that doesn't work. Oh, I think just because it has a different orientation. We will do that. No, that's actually better. I think that makes you a little bit bigger. What do you guys think? All right. Well, everybody will give feedback. Okay. All right. So do you want to share some of the great information that you had about
yes.
for those that want to play with alcohol markers?
So I wrote some things down if you want to screenshot anything. So some of the brands of alcohol markers, the Azure markers I've purchased Wal-Mart. You can get them right in the store. They used to sell an 80 pack online, which they've been out of. I'm very sad. So I've been playing with other markers to try to supplement the ones that I don't have. But this pack here is sold in Walmart, in the store, as well as online, and they do sell individual packs of just color stories, like if you wanted more reds or earth tones or skin tones or that kind of thing.
Okay.
It has like a chisel end and a pointed end for like fine details. It just depends on your personal preference. So I rarely use the tiny end, but this would be good for today for our tiny stamping projects. When I do my artwork, I do need to color in larger areas, so I do use the wider tip more often.
Okay.
But the colors are very vibrant. And then some other brands that I've been playing with are Biagno on Amazon, Cali Art, and then other ones that I have tried in the past are Prismacolor and Ohuhu, but Copics are very expensive. I mean, if you really want to be an alcohol marker enthusiast, but you don't need them. They're expensive. I would definitely start with the Cali Art, Ohuhu. They're more affordable, and the quality isn't bad. But alcohol markers are permanent. They're fast drying, very vibrant and blendable. But the downside is they can be expensive, and you have to use you can't use printer paper. So on this I used a Crayola marker because, you know, it won't bleed through. But
Okay.
yeah, so definitely that. And then the best paper types. So I actually save my offcuts from my artwork. So this is a cardstock, and the brand is Reskid from Amazon. But I mean, I was trying to figure out ways to use my offcuts from my artwork. So this project's perfect for that. So definitely a
Perfect.
cardstock. Yeah. Avoid printer paper. Watercolor paper would soak up all your ink, and because the markers are expensive, it would be wasteful to use watercolor paper with these markers. So you just want like a smooth surface.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's about it. And then for the inks, I've been really liking the Ranger ink. So you want something that's permanent and waterproof, especially when using the markers, because you don't want the bleeding to happen. So
Perfect. Yeah, and I love this is my favorite too. I've bought different permanent inks over the years, but I really love this Ranger brand. And then you can also use, right, in addition to the alcohol markers, you can also use pens like this, right, to make, if you want to add to it, like the
yes.
microns.
So I did put some things to the side. So yeah, so if you wanted to do your own like outline, there's just a regular Sharpie would work well. I know Sharpie comes in like a really fine point, a wide
Mhm.
point. But I actually, an artist in Florida showed me these markers. I get them on Amazon. It's by Zebra, and they come in different
Mm.
sizes. But the cool thing is they have like a, I don't know, like a brush kind of point, so you can get like thicks to thins. And I mean, this one's old. It's had its use, but um, definitely a permanent marker, because if you were gonna draw this with just a regular black marker and put your alcohol markers over it, it would smear, and then you know you don't that would make a mess. So definitely something permanent. And
Are
then
these
for
microns permanent? No.
I might have one.
I did a little, I was just playing around yesterday because I didn't I didn't want to come in. Well, I guess I should have. I should have just come in completely blind, but I just did a little stamping and then colored in with the alcohol markers I have, which are just King Art brand. And then when Amy and I were chit-chatting earlier, I just made little dots with my micron.
Okay.
And it seems so maybe that's if it isn't waterproof, you could probably add some little designs after the fact.
Yes. So if it's after, I don't think it would matter.
Okay.
This isn't micron, but on the pen itself, it would say waterproof. So
Okay.
maybe on the marker, like a waterproof.
Somewhere.
But even so, like I would give it a minute to dry, because you're gonna make smudgies. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Are Posca pens
Posca.
waterproof?
So the acrylic markers, Posca's a really good brand. I just grabbed something random off of Amazon. This is SFAIH, because um but this is great for fixing mistakes, or
Oh.
like finishing like touches. So
Okay.
you got an image, and then so this brand was cool because it came in like a wider nib, and then the fine nib,
Mm.
which was cool. And then if you want to go a step further, the what is this? The Uniball gel pens.
Oh, okay.
Is
And I have
yeah.
some of those, like these jelly roll.
Yes.
Okay.
So these would be perfect for like small ones like this. So if you wanted to add, you know, highlights onto the water, maybe some stars in the sky. So that's where the what is this called? The acrylic markers or the Poscas and the white gel pens come in handy for
to
sure.
come in later and add your little, if you want to add some little extra detail.
Yeah. And then again, the markers, if you wanted to, you know, go in and add more detail with these after, you can do as well. But to add the alcohol marker onto it, it would have to be permanent before. So
Okay.
yeah.
Good
So
info.
these are definitely very useful. I feel like I had a micron because they usually say it right on the pen. Of course, this one's like in Japanese, but I know for a fact that it's waterproof because I've used this brand for a while. The Zebra brush pens. Usually on the website it'll say, you know, waterproof or permanent.
Yeah, I'm trying to look on this one. It just says micro. Of course I can't. It's so small. I can't even
I know.
read it. Micro pigment, whatever. Oh, it says right here. Oh, here. Some of it, I had to find the English. Micro pigment ink for waterproof and fade proof fine lines.
Perfect. Yep. So that would work.
So
yep. That would work. Yeah.
Awesome. Is there a way for you to go closer with your camera, Amy? I know I can't because then I get the zoomies, but I'll try to hold anything I do up. Let's see if Amy can get a little bit closer. I think maybe Susie or somebody was asking if we could see you a little bit closer since you're the expert. Oh, Terry was asking if we could see you a little bit closer. And I think I was trying to make Amy big and then myself small to the side, but I think Amy is bigger if I do it this way, just because how her camera that she's using. Are you using your phone or your iPad?
Yeah, my phone.
Yeah, she's using her phone. So, but I could tell when I was switching back and forth, I think this makes her bigger. So I think this will be good. Yeah. And I can see well. I know some of our friends are probably watching on their TVs too, which is
I know, and I chose the tiniest craft in the world.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I go any closer, I won't have any room to draw. So
yeah, no,
I
that's
hope this
perfect.
is better.
We can see
good,
you.
Good. Okay, awesome. So
and does everybody know too? Hopefully everybody knows this. If you're watching on your phone and you tap your phone screen, you can actually zoom in. I do that all the time when I'm watching people like craft videos and stuff, and I want to get in closer to whatever detail they're doing. So if you tap, in fact, I just did it, and Amy is super big now. So I just kind of zoomed in and I can't really see myself to the right, and I can see Amy really good. So that's another little trick.
Okay.
If you're watching
or turning the phone sideways, maybe.
Yes. Yeah. And you can even if you turn it sideways and then even just get rid of the chat. So then that is even bigger. I happen to have a pretty big phone because my eyes are bad. Right. And then you could really zoom in too and see it really well. So little tricks there. I don't know if all the phones do it. I know I have an iPhone, so the iPhone for sure
another fun thing I like to do is actually some phones can pair to your TV. So if you want me really big,
yes,
you can pair it to your television.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to grab some of my fun stamps. This will be an experiment because I don't really know. I have so many that I've never even used. And I found too, and I don't necessarily do it when I'm using like my silicone, like the plastic stamps, but I found that with these block ones, if I turn them over this way and then use the stamp pad from the top, I often get a better coverage of the ink. in a better impression. I noticed that yesterday because I was trying to do this.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and once I switched to this, it was better.
Okay, yeah, because in order for me to do this giant stamp, I had to do that. So I'll have to try with the small one.
Especially with the big ones, so that you can get really good coverage. Sorry for the gardener noise. Is
No worries. Milo just had a barking fit.
Okay.
He's very busy.
He's so loud. I'm going to mute myself for just.
And a lot of my stamps are from thrift stores, yard sales, you know, family members sometimes like to unload their craft supplies to me because they know I like them, and I can't ever say no, and I still won't say no. So,
Okay, I think he moved a little bit further away.
I don't even know if this one was ever used.
Yeah, I picked up. I did a haul. Jim went with me. We went to an estate sale here locally, and oh my gosh, we had so much fun. The couple, I think they had both passed away, but they were Japanese. We have a kind of a large Japanese community here in Southern California in the South Bay here, and she was a sewer, crafter, kind of the same thing. She had so many different craft supplies. You could tell she was a creative crafter. And I picked up all these beautiful stamps, and she never used them. They were all like brand new. And I don't know, I paid, just a few cents each, but they're so beautiful. I'm excited to be using them today. Let's see here.
And it's kind of fun with the stamps because even though I've collected them, I normally don't use them. So this is great.
Yes. Well, you can see I haven't used any, but really none of these. Oh, that's pretty good. So sometimes you really have to push too. I guess that's the cool thing about coloring them in, right? Is if you don't get a great impression, like this one wasn't super great here in the middle, it kind of hides all the flaws.
And you can also go in with your micron and touch up the ink too.
Yes, I loved when you just said that. I'm like, brilliant. Let's see. Susie says she has the archival in the big. Oh, Amy has that, Susie.
Yes. Actually, let's test that. We'll test that in this one because I've had this. I use this to distress my craft projects and stuff. So, and my mom gave me a whole package of makeup sponges, and that's what I use to distress the edges of my artwork. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes those little nubs can be expensive. So.
Yeah, they are. I guess now I've slowly. Oh, now this stamp is interesting because it dips down here on this left corner. I just discovered, but it might not give a good impression. Has a little flaw in it. Okay. I don't want to do too many. I bet I won't even get to.
I know. I have like a Halloween stamp, so I pre-stamped some Halloween images.
Oh my gosh, I love those. Where did you get those at?
So I've had them in my collection. They're probably about 6 years old. So when I first started, yeah, I know. So these might be a Tim Holtz stamp. I'm really not sure.
Wow.
But yeah, they're so cute.
I love those.
I don't even have the card they came on anymore. I'm terrible.
Yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes I try to keep the backers, but It's just so hard. Okay, so this one, but I think it's still cool. This stamp, and I got that from that estate sale, but you can't see, but it kind of dips down here in the corner.
Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, and I think it's not the best, but I'm gonna color it in. So kind of cut off there at the corner. Maybe I can fill it in if I'm brave. And I'm really bad. I don't I don't clean my stamps well at all. Do you, Amy?
Well, I actually got a baby wipe because I'm wiping my
You
hands.
did. Okay.
I should wipe the top of the stamps too. I know, let's do.
And I don't. I'm
I
just
know.
terrible with my craft
Yeah.
supplies.
Oh yeah. You should see my paintbrushes. They look like they're from World War III or something. I don't know.
Yeah, terrible. Now, the thing I found, I had shared with Amy a little bit earlier. So I was just playing yesterday. Our niece was over, and our little 10-year-old niece, and so she and Taylor were painting, and so I just kind of sat down and I didn't want to pay, but to do something crafty. So I just kind of did a little test run of what we were doing today. And the thing I found that was hard was, so do you suggest picking like a color palette before you start? And what if you're struggling to come up with a color palette?
Let me see if I have I have like a color wheel. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. So, I think having like an idea in your head might be helpful. So sometimes I do like to go on Amazon, or not Amazon. I'm sorry, got Amazon in my brain. Google, and just kind of type in, mid-century color palette or earth tones, and you can kind of get a range of colors that look good together. And then maybe go through your markers. Oh, and then I totally forgot to show you guys the other thing that I like to do. So with my markers, I actually swatch them all, so then you can kind of see, what colors you have in your set.
Oh, yes.
So, even here, like I can, let's do all, greens or something. So you can kind of see, what colors you have, and maybe do like a little, color palette on the side. And then once you get the hang of things, colors just kind of, I like color. So I'm honestly a little bit more experimental. I like to add purple into my paintings because I think it's pretty. And I hope I'm making sense, but don't
No,
don't be
like
don't be
the
afraid of
more you
color.
do it, the more comfortable you get and
Yeah.
more experimental. And
So with this brand of marker that I've been trying out, Bianyo, they actually come with like a paper that you can color to stick on the marker, which is great because the more you get interested in markers, you realize that the color that's in the marker does not match the cap. These are actually pretty good. But so having, a swatch sheet with the color number is helpful. Or putting the colors like on the caps on the paper stickers is useful. And then picking out a color palette. Color wheels are pretty cool. You can even find them on Google. Type in, color wheel. But maybe just start with complementary colors, which is the opposite color.
okay.
Blue and yellow. That I learned in school. Or what else we also did was like you can do all warm colors or all cool colors. Start small, and then get more creative and try different things. When I think of Halloween, I think of black and orange or purple and orange. When you think of Christmas is red and green, which is their opposite. So it's pretty interesting. So, but I've had this thing since college. It's so old.
No, those are great. I feel like maybe I have one somewhere, or maybe I came across one in a book. I'll have to go on the hunt for it. I should cut it out and then like just have it here available. And I'm so glad you just said that about the swatching, because I was like, I was like, okay, I want to do this like chrysanthemum thing. And I'm like, what picture or, what colors? But as soon as you said that and I pulled this out, it was so great. Cause I'm like, okay, I like that green. Right. And I could look and see, okay, what purple on here? 85, right? Like what kind of complements that kind of tonally. So
And I definitely
great to
recommend
do this.
swatching your colors on the paper that you're using, because they can look
Okay.
very different. So all these papers are just offcuts from my artwork, and I mean, I have no heart to throw them out. So they either turn into to-do lists, or I use them for like small projects like this. So
That's a
um,
great idea. I can tell, well, right away, what Taylor did this for me with the set I have. And I don't, these are, and I'm just using King Art, which is a very, right, Amy, it's super inexpensive. Like,
yes,
I think they even
TJ
have this at
Maxx.
maybe
Yeah.
TJ Maxx, you can find
Mhm.
it. But yeah, she did the little swatchy thing for me, but definitely recommend that. Okay. All right, so I need another green, 171. And do you do like, and then can you shade with?
Yes.
Okay.
So, maybe let's start off with 3 or 4 colors in like the
Okay.
same color family. So, I'm gonna do purples. So I'm gonna pick like a really light purple, a dark purple, and a medium purple.
Okay, and I'll do the same. I'm like pulling greens and purples. Let's see. Except I can't find it. Oh, maybe it's here. 198. I should put them in number order in my thing. And then I can find them easy.
I know, because my one brand of markers has a nice hard case that they're in. But some of the brands come in like this sack. I despise it.
Oh, is that not
They're like,
a?
I don't like it, but I mean, for the price of the markers, I can't complain. So, because
Yeah.
they can get costly.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, like this one I can't even find. That's like
right?
bizarre. What the heck? No, I don't have it over here. Oh my goodness. So crazy. Maybe it's more pinky and I'm looking at the purple. It's probably what's happening. Here, I'll use that one. Maybe one of the kids will walk in the room and I'll say, find 197 for me. 71, 67. All right, I'll use that. Okay.
I feel like this is a bad example. I need a darker purple.
Yes, we are using alcohol markers, Jonna, and Amy does. That's her kind of her craft supply of choice or marker of choice. She does a lot of art. She sells her handmade art on the side.
Yeah.
So we are playing with alcohol markers today, but definitely if you don't have alcohol markers, Amy said Crayola markers are great. Colored pencils work great for this project as well. Oh, now other Amy, Evan Owen, is saying color wheel styles. And I'm not even going to say that word correctly. What you said, Amy? Do you see that second? And
The color wheel.
No,
Color wheel.
see what Evan Owen, she said color wheel styles, pronounce that next word.
And then and color wheel, analogous.
I'm not gonna say it right.
Yeah. Where's my color wheel?
Split
So yeah,
complement, complement.
this is Yoko. I did this picture with the alcohol markers. So he's a spaghettio.
Oh, you're set then if you have Copics.
Oh, Copics. I have never owned a Copic. They're very expensive.
You're set, yeah.
All right. So yeah, complementary is where it's opposite on the color wheel. I believe, and I can't pronounce it. Even says it right here. Analogous. Shades, tints, or tones, colors that are adjacent to each other.
Taylor, how do you say this word? Taylor just walked in. She's getting coffee. Analogous.
Thank
Analogous.
you.
Thank you. Oh, okay, analogous is 3 colors next to each other on the color wheel. Okay.
So like yellow, orange, and yellow, orange.
Okay. Okay, so those would be the 3. Okay, perfect. Oh, this is so good. I feel like this is all so new to me.
It's
All of
interesting to like think about this stuff because I learned it all in school, but it's I don't think about it every day. I just kind of do. But it's good. It's a good refresher. Yeah. And so.
Do you want to color with us, Taylor? Maybe. Oh, okay. Relaxation is good. She has a headache, she said.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with my lightest shade. This is like an easy way to yeah. So I'm gonna just do this one here, and it's best to do to get the most blending effect while it's all wet. So I'm gonna color the whole heart in on my lightest shade, and then you take the darker shade and you can shade in one area to add like depth to it. There's so many different ways to go about it, but a place to kind of start you off. And then you can take one of your middle shades and kind of do an in between. So what you will notice is the colors are starting to like blend together, and that's what's so cool about alcohol markers. And then to take it a step further, you can go back to your lightest shade and kind of blend those together.
See, I didn't even know that to color the whole thing in with your lighter.
Well, and then I'll do this heart not by doing that. So you can do that. So I'll just color in half the heart with the light color, and then half the heart with the dark color.
Okay.
But so there's like this harsh line. So you could take your middle color and go over this harsh line, and they'll start to blend.
Okay.
And then when you go back to your light color, you can blend even further. And then one of the best ways to color with alcohol markers, because if you start going like this, you're going to get lines, is actually with like a circular motion.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday I was getting lines. Okay, that's a great pro tip.
And I mean, markers come with chisel tips, the pointy tips. I have some that have like a brush tip. I'm just so used to using the wide tip because I usually draw really big. So, but I should practice with the other nibs. And then one mistake a lot of people have, I don't even know if this set has it. There's usually a colorless blender that come with the set. Like a zero, there's a zero or blender. But people think like, oh, you got two harsh lines and then you use it to blend the colors together, but it actually lifts the color and takes it away. So you got the dark and the light, and then you're adding this in the middle. You think, oh, it'll blend it together, but it's it's kind of erasing it. It's not really giving you the gradient. But I like to actually use this. So if I, go over my line and I'm like, oh, I don't want that there. It's not going to erase it, but it will lighten it to make your mistake not as visible.
Okay, go away.
Yeah.
I don't think I have one. Now, I noticed too when you're doing your heart, when you're coming in like with your darker color, do you always go on the same side? Like, so if you're doing this flower, would you do the darker on the same side of all the petals, or would you switch?
So what you can do, is you can, draw yourself like a light source. So my light source is going to be coming from this direction. So I want my shadow, actually no, it would be that direction. Sorry, I'm wrong. It would be coming, this way. So my shadow's going to be opposite of where the light's hitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
I would like on this flower, I would want to stay consistent and have that darker line on the same side of every petal.
yes, it would make
Okay.
it more 3D and help it look a little bit more realistic, having more consistent shading.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Terry's asking a great question. What if you don't have a mid-tone color? Like, what if you don't have three?
Okay, so let's see here.
That's a great question.
So
Especially
I've
with
got
smaller sets, we might not, right?
yeah. Um, so what you can do, so say you got, dark green and dark purple, or let's do so different techniques you can do. Because you could use the colorless blender. Let me try something. We're experimenting now.
Yeah,
So
we're
I'm gonna take my colorless blender and I'm gonna fill in the heart so it's saturated with the alcohol. And then you can take your dark color, your one color, and just fill in the one side. But it'll fade to nothing almost. Um, hmm. I don't really know how to explain that. Because the colorless blender will lighten it.
it will
But it
kind of,
also,
yeah,
yeah,
lighten
it'll,
it.
yeah. But another fun technique I do like to do is, you'll fill in the whole area with your one color. And then a lot of people actually like I'm going off topic. Using the alcohol markers, and they use colored pencils over top of their artwork. So
Mm,
what you could do is, start with your alcohol markers, and then take your colored pencils to add your depth and your shading afterwards, if that makes sense.
great
Um,
suggestion.
yeah, so I got the solid color here, and you can go in and take your colorless blender and lift some of the color, and you can kind of get a pattern. So I'm, adding polka dots on my heart just with the colorless blender. And it's just lifting the color in different areas to give it texture. Um, there's just so many different ways to color with alcohol markers. It's a lot of experimenting. Um, and I just wouldn't be, don't be afraid, start with, a small project, start with a blank paper and just test it out. But see how it's like I'm getting polka dots just from this lifting the color. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and having something simple like that, like a heart, right? Just doing a shape
And you
and
can,
then just getting comfortable and experimenting.
and then with your white gel pen or your acrylic marker, you can go in on the highlight side and you can add in, some details there, or polka dots. Another cute thing with the gel pen is doing like little sparkles. It's cute.
Oh, that's cute.
So it took, you know, a very basic flat colored heart and it made it, you know, something special. So. And you don't have to stick with the same color. So, you know, I'm going to start with pink here. And then I'm going to go with a blue color. And put it on the other side. So you can, you know, these will blend, you know, different colors together. So it's kind of interesting.
When you're doing the blending with alcohol markers, does it ever get the other color? Like
On the marker?
yeah.
No, and there's actually a weird tip. You can like lift the color with the colorless blender and then somehow move it somewhere else. I still haven't really mastered that yet.
Oh, okay.
You could always just keep a scrap paper and wipe it off, but I've had sets of markers for a really long time and the colors don't mix in the marker itself. I hope I
Mine
explained that.
isn't. I can't really. I have the 3 colors probably because my thing is so small. Like I probably have to work at the blending a little bit here.
So if you have like a mid-tone of those 2 colors, you know, go over in the middle. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I picked I don't know. I think the colors I picked are too like that's my light. I probably needed a different.
Maybe with the next flower, try starting with your lightest color and color the entire flower first with the lightest color and then go back in with the dark and see how that goes for
Yeah,
you.
I did it, but I maybe because it's just so
Tiny, yeah.
tiny, I'm not getting it as much. Yeah, and I think I probably didn't pick a light enough color for the lightest one. But it's still better than if I was doing it without having all this great information now. That's for sure.
And then another weird tip that I like when working with you know, portraits or people, I actually do like to use purple as like a shadow. I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself right, but purple and blue, somehow they just create a really interesting shadow on pets and people and different things.
So like instead of using
Like gray.
black or gray, okay,
Yeah.
you use purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me see if I could do this one with the gray.
Let me pick. I think I don't have a good color palette here.
But yeah, so with like a limited color palette, I would play around with texture, adding the white gel pen over top. I actually also have I have a gold gel pen, which is cool too.
Ooh, yeah, I pulled out a gold one, and then I don't know. This is something Taylor gave me. Deco brush.
Oh, that's cool.
It's water based though.
That would be a good thing to add yeah, after.
After, yeah. Let's see, what did Amy says? Just go from solid coloring to stippling to plain. Sometimes you can temporarily blend colors by touching color tips together.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, I have not done that before.
Ooh,
We should
depending on the
try.
marker.
Let's see. So
Yeah,
I've
and
got,
as Jonna said too, yeah, the paper makes a big difference in how they blend. I'm using very cheapy. It's probably thicker than copy paper, but it was one of those like art pad things that somebody had gifted Taylor when she was little. So it
oh, that was so cool. Did you see that? Oh my goodness,
what?
sorry.
Oh, did it do? Was it really
All right,
cool?
all right. So I have a purple and a light green,
Okay.
and then I touch the two together. I just feel like this is more fun to play with than actually.
Yeah, all the experimenting.
Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry for interrupting. It was like
So
magic.
do you
Okay.
see it? Is it like going? Is it flowing into the other
Yeah.
side?
So see, this is my purple marker.
Oh, what? Oh, that's cool. That's super cool.
Pretty
Oh,
cool.
wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I have the perfect, well, I don't know. It's a big surface, but look on this stamp. So the whatever the design
Oh,
is
pretty.
solid, you know,
Oh
so that would do a
yes.
solid black, but that would be,
Oh
I don't
yes.
know if
That's
you
a
get
great
enough of a run
idea.
with it, but
Yeah, so if you did like an ombre and then you
yes,
stamped over it, let's
yeah.
try. Yeah, look.
But maybe like watercolor would be better.
No,
I don't know.
look.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, how fun.
We got a pink and purple bunny.
Oh, cool. See, that's the best thing about like going live is all the input
Mhm.
that you get from everyone. It's the best.
So this is I have a gold and a silver Uniball gel pen, and then you could just, you know, add your little fine details after and just kind of spruce it up. It's really cute.
This is a complete aside that I did I noticed earlier. So I wonder if it does it here. I did a little quick video. I was copying Nettie of my zine that I posted. And so right here, this is just a like a fussy cut from a book page. But I came back in and I added some details with the gel pen. And I
That's cool.
noticed when I was doing the video of it to post in our little craft group, it was almost like weirdly iridescent in some way. I don't know if it came through in the video itself, but when I was
Oh,
doing the videotaping, it was so cool. I don't know why it did that, but it was almost like it looked like metallic orange
that's cool. Like
and not the
shiny.
white. Yeah, that was
Very
like a
cool.
really weird. That's a total aside, but I just noticed that when I was doing the little video. I noticed the gel pens, they like you have to clean them off. Do yours do that?
Yeah, I
They stop
actually bought new
working?
ones because my other one stopped working, but I think in one of the videos we tried the rubbing alcohol and it helped. So
Oh, it did. Okay.
I should try that. Yeah. Cuz
So fun, Amy Evan Owen. I love that ombre suggestion. How fun.
I'm going to try it with this brand. I don't know if this would work. Let's see.
I don't know. That's what that's what I'm doing so far. So that's my petals aren't as blended as Amy's doing, but then I just came back in with the white gel pen a little
Yes,
bit.
very pretty.
But it, like I said, it's better than what it would be like. before being with all of you. Okay, let me do a little bit of green. And I love that the color swatching thing. I think is super helpful. I don't know if the colors I picked are, oh, see, that's darker. All right, I don't know if that's much of a difference, but that's what I'm going to use. Okay. So fun. So is anybody coloring? It sounded like maybe Terry's coloring.
I actually, where is it? I picked this up because it was intriguing. Because after looking up different markers to try after they stopped making my giant pack of Azure markers, I came across this, and I think I did 1 or 2 pages, but it's just like a little prompt book to teach you how to do patterns and textures with your alcohol markers. The only downside is the paper quality. I mean, I could take it through my printer, scan it, and then print it on my cardstock. I'm gonna try that. But
Oh,
inside,
okay.
yeah, because the
Yeah.
paper quality is really thin, so I do put like a sheet in between.
Okay.
But it'll have the instructions and then like a little thing here where you can swatch out your colors and then do the little texture. So this is like a fuzzy mitten, cute little sweater.
How cute.
So I can't wait to try this. And it's fun to try things like with
Mhm.
the that you haven't really done before, or haven't thought
Yeah.
of. And then in here it'll add the gel pen and different things like that. So it's pretty cute.
That's super cool. I wonder, have you tried to join to be an Amazon
Not yet.
associate?
Not yet.
So, this is just my suggestion, but it would be great, like, if you do that, and then you could even make community posts
Okay.
and put your link in, right? And then let us know
Yeah.
too, and then I could let everybody know. I can't remember how long it took.
I should try
I
that.
think it's
Yeah.
it was a fairly quick thing, I feel like, when you sign up, and yeah, and then you can post in your community tab, and then and I could help you do that too. So like once you
Thank
join,
you.
it's super easy to find your particular link for that product. And then you can post that in your community tab, right? You don't even necessarily have to link it with the, video or in the description. And then you just have to say it's like your associate, your associate link. But that would be super helpful. And then you could just do like one big post too of what you shared today.
Oh
And then
yeah.
everybody can go
Yeah.
click on it. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Oh, Nettie is good. Nettie says she's set up on her tiny patio table, and it's such a beautiful day, isn't it, Nettie? It's so
Aww.
beautiful here today. So I can get a little fresh air and craft at the same time. I love it.
So yeah, the sun finally came out here. It's been
Yeah.
raining, which feels like forever. But the weather changed drastically. It went from like cold to boiling hot. So
Boiling hot. Yeah, we've had a little bit of that back and forth the last couple weeks. Evan Owen is saying if you're blending transparent colors, it's easier to add the darker color to the light. Yeah, I found that. I found that in the little experimentation here. So this is just the most relaxing thing, I think, coloring.
yes, I do like coloring.
Mhm.
And the great thing is I just feel like there's endless possibilities. You got this one image stamped with, the different colors of the distress ink, and I can color it all different colorways, and it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
you can completely, go with one colorway and then completely change it up and go in a completely different direction. Okay, this is kind of a weird color palette, but I'm gonna see if it works here.
And then I do notice with the stamps versus my marker, adding too many layers is causing some smudging. So I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the ink or if I didn't give it enough time to dry. I'm not
What do you
sure.
mean with the black ink?
Yeah, so like this heart here, I
Oh.
stamped that at the beginning of the video, and it is bleeding a little bit. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I could go in with the ink and just, touch it up, but
Yeah. Mine, I don't think mine is. And then this one didn't. I feel like I went in fairly quickly after I stamped it, but I may not. Actually, I probably didn't. I probably stamped it and then was trying to come like pull colors, which I did a weird kind of color pull there, but oops, did I pick the wrong one? I picked the wrong color. No, maybe I didn't. I guess that is the lighter. Sorry, I'm talking to myself.
that's okay. I do it every day, all day. The only one down here listening to me is Milo, so
Yeah.
he already knows I'm crazy. But the cool thing about these is you cut them out, you can put them on your ATC cards, you can make greeting cards, you can make it's pretty cool
And
because
endless possibilities, huh? Yeah, once you've done your coloring. And we're all doing ATC cards for our swap this month. So that's perfect.
I know I almost spoiled mine and showed you.
I know, it was so funny. That was so funny.
I
Amy's
was
like,
excited.
oh, I did my ATC. I was so excited. And I'm like, we're swap partners. This right when she's about to show me, I'm like, did you know we're swap partners?
I had no idea.
Although I wouldn't have cared. I would love to have a piece of your art, no matter if I've already seen it. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, I wish. I don't know. I cleaned off my desk yesterday for today, and then I was like, oh, clean craft space.
Yes.
It was funny.
I love it when I occasionally clean off my table.
It doesn't happen enough.
No. Although I'm going to be close. When we left for our trip, oh my gosh, the table was beautiful. So it was so cleaned off, and then we came home and all like everything I thrifted, all the stuff is piled. So I actually have two more I have to do. Terry was my partner for the craft pack, so hopefully later today I'll do that. So I have to do Terry's video to put up. She was so sweet to give me permission to do a little happy mail share. And then I have one little small haul of like just random things that I brought back. So
that's exciting.
Oh, that'll be clean.
I've been wanting to go to the flea market, but the weather's just been awful. So we're last weekend. It's called Stormville in Stormville, New York, and they have, I want to say, 5 or 6 events a year, and we missed the first 3 because the weather's just been awful. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
wow.
the next one is July 5th, I think, and I'm like, we better go to that one. And like, I'm just wishful thinking, but this Sunday we might go to the one in Pennsylvania, depending on the weather. I'm
Oh my
really
gosh.
hoping because
Is it a really
I'm
good
itching.
one?
I'm itching to go. It is fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I said I was going on a no buying until the end of next month because I have so many supplies. I mean,
Me too.
I don't need any more craft supplies. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to go thrifting, nothing, flea market, nothing until the end of July. And then one of our friends in the vintage community, Nettie would know her, and Kathy, some of the ladies here, Beth of Sweet Treats and Pretties, or is that what it is? Sweet Treats and Pretties? I'm pretty sure that's her YouTube channel. So she, which is super fun, she does a thrift. In fact, you could probably do it for the flea market, Amy. She does a thrift, $10 thrift challenge every year. And so, yeah, $10 bill, and your challenge is to, see how much good stuff you can get
For $10.
for
That's a good
$10. And
idea.
you could certainly do flea market.
Oh,
Yeah, Nettie knows Beth. In fact, let me see if I can find her channel. She put a little video up the other day. I think I commented, well, okay. I was going to go on a no buying challenge, but this may make me
it's so, yeah, because I even
so
told
fun.
Mikey, I said when we go, we need to either keep it to like 5 small items each, or really like real, because sometimes we'll go and we're like, oh, I need that, and I'm like, do we really
Yeah.
need that? Like, it's just, so I'm like, we really have to be smart with what we buy, because we don't need everything. I just like getting out of the house. I like treasure hunting.
Oh
It's
my
just a lot
gosh.
of fun. And
Treasure hunting's the best. The best. Oh, I didn't say, I don't know why I said it wrong. Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. Of course, I said it wrong. Okay, I'm going to find the link to that video and I'll share it here.
I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah. Jonna, you should do the challenge too. Jonna has amazing bins. Oh, are you doing the same thing? You're not buying anything either. You should do this one though. You should do this $10 one.
It's only $10. It's only $10.
Yeah, and I don't think it's not like she doesn't pick a winner or anything. So it's just probably a little bragging right or whatever. It's just super fun to see what people find. For 10. Like how far does your $10 go? Really, which that's probably more of the challenge.
So when I lived in Florida before COVID, I'm not sure if the houses in the area were just unloading all their stuff, but the stuff I used to find was, I don't know, I rarely find anything like I used to anymore, which is which is okay because I'm running out of space. But
yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Okay, I'm gonna put it. Yes, Jonna, I'm enabling you because this is fun. We have to put our no buy thing aside. Just the $10, right? That just the challenge. It doesn't count when it's something fun like this. Okay. And then that's the link. And that's Beth's video that explains, how to do it and the tagging and when you have to post it by. And you don't have to have a YouTube channel to do it. You can also post picture on Instagram. You just have to use the hashtag. So you can post picture on Instagram. And for those that don't necessarily put video content up, I think you can still post, you could still use your community tab, I think. Or do we have to have a certain amount of subscribers to have community tab? I can't remember. Does somebody know? I feel like you could. I'll have to look. Don't quote me on that. I'll have to look into that. Maybe you have to have like a certain amount of subscribers to have the community tab, but you can use that just like Instagram, right? You can post pictures and interact with people. Let's see. Jonna says, I have to go. If I go, I have to put $20 in a jar. That's what Carol. Is that what Hazel said? Oh my gosh. You have to put the double amount. Well,
oh wow.
But then what is that? That jar Does that mean after a certain amount of time, then that's your like till to thrift with? Like, well, then what happens to that money that's in the jar? It'll cost you $30. Yeah. Oh, okay, good. So Kathy says the community tab is for everyone. Yeah, so you don't have to feel you don't have to do a video. You can make a post on your YouTube community tab and use the hashtag that Beth provides. And then you can also make a post on Instagram too and tag her on that. Oh, I love that everybody has a community tag or tab. And there's also a new thing. I made a post earlier. So YouTube now has a new thing. You have to enable it on your channel, but there's a new community tab. In fact, let me show you because I know Angela was asking where it was. And so if you go to a YouTube channel, whoever you love, whatever YouTuber or YouTubers that you love, if they enable it, there's now a tab here that says visit community. And when you click on that, that enables other people. So any of you can click on that button on my front, on my main channel page, and you can post pictures in my community here. So let's see, let me find.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. Let me look at newest because I know like Angela, she shared this after she saw my post. So she shared that on that community tab. And so I mean, I'm envisioning a place where we can, like if you're participating in the weekly craft prompt, because I know some of our friends here aren't on Instagram, right? So they can't be in our group or post pictures on Instagram, but you can come and click on that and post a picture here of maybe your weekly make for the prompt, or if you watched a tutorial or something and you've done a make that was inspired by that, you can post picture, or just whatever you're working on, right? Whatever you're excited about that you've created and want to share with people. So I think that's fun.
I like that.
Yeah, I think that's great. Let's see. Oh, John has said, okay, so you have to Hazel has to elaborate on that then, what you get to do with the money. That is a lot though, right? We think, oh, it's $30. It's gonna be, but it isn't.
Maybe what if you do a $5 challenge then?
Yeah, the money's not lost. It's still there in the jar. But yeah, you need some clarification on what you get to do with that money when all is said and done. You're only on your second week. Let's see. Susie says, I'm not good at coloring. My hands shake and it frustrates me. I've noticed that. You noticed that, Susie, that's a new thing on YouTube? Yeah, I noticed more people the last couple of days posting. And I think I saw like somebody completely different that I was watching that's not even a crafter had made a post. That's how I knew about it. Okay, let me think. How did I enable it? So I think, John, I had to go, and I know I did it from my phone. Let me look. So I think I went into, I think the YouTube studio. Let me see if I can find it. Content. I know I did it from my phone. Community. Now I don't see it. Dashboard. It was a toggle. Like I toggled it on. Let's see. Was it on the earnings thing? I bet if you looked up, because what is it called again? Let's go. So it's called, I bet if you maybe Googled, so it's called Visit Community maybe, but it was something that I just enabled and I toggled on. But if you can't find it on your phone, I bet you can easily find it in on a PC in your studio. I'm not very techy. I just randomly probably discovered it somewhere. Posts. Yeah, Google it. I think that's how I even figured out how to do it. Yeah, it's something, and it was super easy. Whatever the instructions were super easy. And then it was a little, like the little oval, and then you just had to slide. You had to slide to the right to enable it, and then boom, it was there. But I think people can only. I should have probably posted a picture too, because I know Angela couldn't find it, but that's how you find it. And the other interesting thing is, let me go back to my channel. Other interesting thing I noticed. Does it show there? So if I click on posts, yeah. So the other thing I noticed, if I click on posts, like the posts that are at the top here, you know how you have the drop down, like videos, where is it? Yeah, video shorts. So if I click on posts though, I don't see what other people have posted. It doesn't show up. I have to actually go into that community button, and then it shows things I've posted plus what others have posted. So that's kind of the interesting thing about it. But I think it's fun. It's just another way to interact. Okay, all right, I kind of colored. I've done my leaves. I don't know if the blending's not very good. Let me blend a little bit better. I definitely need to work on my blending technique a little bit. Oh, and I also have to say tonight I am going to be on, let me find the link to that too. Tonight I am Hazel's guest. Speaking of Hazel, on her heart to heart. Let me find a link for that. I'm so excited. What exciting day. Hanging out with Amy, hanging out with Hazel.
So what is the heart to heart?
So it's a series that she does every week, every Thursday, and she has been interviewing different content creators and people that have YouTube channels within. I think mostly she's done in the junk journal community, but it's just I wouldn't say interview. It's a heart to heart, conversation, getting to know other creators. Jonna has done it. She was a guest a couple weeks back. It's just been fun. It's been fun to put, a face to the voice and just get to know
That sounds fun.
people. Yeah, on such a great level.
I'll have to check that out.
Evan Owen, Amy Evan Owen saying, I'm a lurker. I just randomly post on IG. Yeah. Yep. Evan Owen is very talented. She's super crafty. If you guys should go find her. She's the same name on Instagram. It's great to look at the things that she makes. Very artistic, very creative. Yeah, hasn't it been fun, Jonna? It's been super fun to get to know people. I just love it. I think it's so wonderful. She does, Susie. She has lots of info to share. Yeah, I don't understand Facebook. I've never. You do really well on Facebook, Amy, right? You love it.
Yeah,
Struggle.
so in Florida when I was furloughed from Disney, there was a group called Ears for Each Other, like Mickey Mouse ears. And they designed a group, and we actually used to sell at markets, but it was for all the cast members that were affected by COVID, and we were able to sell our handmade items. And the nice thing is they never like closed down their group. So when I moved to Florida and I actually, started doing my own thing again, I was able to go back onto their Facebook page and sell my art. So a lot of the people that are on this Facebook group are Disney enthusiasts. They're obsessed with Disney. So a lot of the art I do is Disney inspired. So I create custom names for people to hang in their office, their classroom, their wall, and it's based on like their favorite. I do one's very popular, and it's the park icon. So Epcot or the castle, or even like snacks. So if you like the Mickey Mouse ice cream cone, so you can have your name written and drawn with your favorite Disney snacks, or it's like cute.
That's so fun.
So so that's why I'm primarily on Facebook, because I started off with that group, so which I'm very blessed for. So
That's wonderful. Hey, Laura. Hello, hello. Pepper Pines. Laura's here.
hello.
How are you?
I'm gonna have to send her a picture of the ATCs that I did with her swap.
Oh,
They're
yes.
cute. I would show on here, but
And I have to say too, that was so funny when we had that moment. I love birds. I'm like, I love bird. I have a lot of bird stuff in the house, so it was like apropos, but it was so funny. It was so funny. Okay, I'm gonna try these other flowers here.
do Santa Claus. Feel like I'm hitting all the holidays.
Yeah,
okay.
I love, love. Oh my gosh, I love those pumpkin head. So
They're
cute.
so cute. But yeah, so like this ink was like I don't know if it was like gray color from this palette, and then the black. So it's kind of cool. It gives a different look.
Oh my gosh, see, that's professional level right there. That is professional. Oh, awesome. Laura said she's going to use her swap stuff too to
Yay.
do her ATC. That was such a great idea. Whose idea was that? Angela?
Angela's.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
definitely has the ideas.
What a great, I know. She's amazing. Such a good idea.
So I'm using one of my markers to fill in. The stamp didn't quite get some areas, so I'm just
Oh,
kind of
okay. That's good. I
touch.
probably need to do that with this one. I don't know if I'll feel brave enough to. I don't think this is the same pink I had. All over the place.
Me too.
I'm talking so much, and
It's definitely the artsy thing. I don't know. Some people, I tell them, I don't know if you would want to see what's going on in my poor brain. Like I never get enough sleep. Oh, that's a good idea. I should try that and that. And then just like, I can't do
yeah, people
everything.
most definitely want to know what's going on in your brain. I can guarantee that. Right? We all want to see Amy do some videos and
Well,
share her. See, now you have the cool new stand.
I do. So I have no excuse now.
Yeah. Well, and the awesome thing is you can just record yourself. When you don't like it, then you can just delete it.
Yep,
Right?
perfect.
You don't have to post it. That's what's so great
That's
about it.
very true. I did a couple videos I posted I think Instagram or Facebook of it's like fast forward, so it's like time lapse.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it, I don't know. I feel like if I did videos, I don't know what would I talk about. My I would probably lose. People would die off, watching my videos because I don't even know what to talk about sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely, well, just, you could do lives. You
Yeah.
could just do lives here and there. That, I have to say, that's my one one of my problems when I record videos. And I haven't done that many recorded craft videos. I've done more haul videos. Um, I just start saying the most random things. I'm like,
Yep.
why did I say that? But at least I've kind of figured out how to edit a little bit,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
I can edit that out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, not only did I now create more work for myself, like, why did I go off on that tangent? Nobody cares.
I know. I know.
So funny.
Well, with the lives, we can't erase it. That's it.
No.
So
Yeah.
that's so
Well,
funny.
the live, yeah, I feel like the lives, like, that's like we're all hanging out, we're chit chatting, so the topics flow, like it kind of makes sense,
Yeah. Yeah.
like before I go to take, I'm like, okay, these are the things I'm going to talk about. And then I just start, you know what I mean? Like I go off on some other tangent of information that I wasn't even, it doesn't even matter. Like it wasn't pertinent to the whole, like maybe where I went shopping. Oh, I didn't need to tell like that.
Right.
Yeah.
No one needs to know about my Walmart or Aldi's grocery haul.
Yeah, exactly. Or what time of the day I went, or oh, and then I went. Yeah, so silly. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Yep, we are coloring today, Laura. Amy is sharing her talent and expertise of working with alcohol markers. So we're both using alcohol markers, and we've just done rubber stamped images using a permanent ink. This is the ink that both Amy and I enjoy working with. It's great. So stamping the rubber stamped images and then coming in and coloring with the alcohol markers. But if you don't have alcohol markers, watercolor paints work great. Definitely,
Crayola markers.
yeah, Crayola markers work great. Colored pencils are awesome. I've done rubber stamping a lot and colored in later, afterwards with the colored pencils. So those work good.
And then if you are using the alcohol markers, I would highly recommend a thick cardstock, because even with the cardstock, it does bleed through. So, because here I have this is just printer paper, and the blending you won't get as good with the printer paper, but the bleed through is pretty much
Yeah, that's
straight
heavy.
through. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, most definitely so. Oh, and Laura said that she and her daughter have been playing around with it little. And the great thing too, Laura, once you do it, then you can come in and fussy cut the image, and it can become collage fodder for your glue books and all that kind of
Or
stuff.
like a bookmark.
Yeah, Amy made a bookmark out of one that she does. So fun. Let's see. Jonna said, Okay, so she watched the $10 challenge. Ooh, that would be really hard. Wouldn't that be hard? And then to do a junk journal version with the $10 challenge. Ooh. Ooh, I would be interested in doing that. I think it would be hard. Well, it would be super easy for you because you have the bins and you get all those amazing deals at your bin to do it. I think mine would be a little harder.
Could the junk journal be a zine? I mean,
yeah, maybe. Well, and to put it, I can't even get like a little golden book at like say our Savers. They're like $2.99.
no.
Yeah, $2.99, maybe even $3.99 sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. And I'm trying to think, those like little paperback, like the thin, the one like the kids ones, that you get like Scholastic and stuff, those thin ones. I'm not sure what those are priced. I don't dig through that bin as much, but that would be the only thing. But I guess we could, the parameters, like say if it was $10 and I could only get like 2 books or something, or 1 book.
One book, yeah.
Like some other kind of random paper, like that we
Yeah.
can add some things in.
So my thrift store for a little while, their kids' books were free, which was phenomenal.
Wow.
But now I think it's 5 books for $1, which is still not bad.
Oh,
So
that's so super good. No, we don't have anything.
yeah. But we do have quite a few resellers that do go to that store. So the nice thing is with that thrift store, they're only open I think Tuesdays. But they accept donations all day. So you could be in there shopping and they're loading the shelves as you're shopping. So
Yes.
it's just really a luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You could be in there first thing when they open and find nothing. You can go in, right as they're closing, and you just never know. So every week is very different.
It's different.
Yeah, so honestly, this past Tuesday, my sister's hilarious because her and I don't get out much, and she's like, "All right, let's go to the thrift store." So I'll be done shopping, and she's like, "I need to do another lap." I'm like, "Okay, okay."
I
So
always do multiple laps.
yeah,
I
so
don't think I ever do 1 lap.
me either. So I mean, I don't know. I think we got home at 3:30 that day, and all we did was the thrift store and Hobby Lobby, and that was it. And I'm like, where did the
That's
day go?
funny.
What did
Yeah.
we do? But as she was, doing her final lap, the woman was putting out a whole stack of vintage kids books. So I'm like, I told myself no more books. You know what I mean? But we're not ready to leave yet, so I'm gonna look.
No. No, you can't leave when that starts happening. No way,
Yep.
Jose.
So yes, I did bring some home, even though I'm not allowed to buy anymore. But I did bring some home. So
Yeah.
it's
That's
so
so
funny.
funny. No, with the good stuff. Yeah, our Savers does that. They if you're kind of during the work, the work day time of day, I don't know when they stop, maybe 5 or something, but they keep bringing carts out at Savers. And then because I only really have 2 thrift stores, and then the other one, which is weird. I live in Los Angeles. I know that sounds weird, but that are, say within, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then the other's a little independent one, which I think that's the one I'll go to for the $10 challenge because they do have a book. Their books can be priced lower. Like maybe I could find like a 50 cents or $1, like children's books. And they do same thing. They have the cart. And so they just, keep going in the back, and then here comes the cart. And so you never know. And they're very, they're nice. You can, get things off the cart.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think the only thing is, I think at this location, They have because they have different areas, and one area is like the kitchen area. They have like a kids room and then a clothing area. But I know the kitchen area, the woman that does the area, she has a sign on her cart, please do not take items off the cart. So like it
Yes,
just depends
sometimes
on,
they don't.
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the savers, you're not really supposed to, but it just, I guess, depends on who's
Mm-hmm.
managing the cart. Yeah, savers is kind of a no-no, but at the other place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wanted to say hi. Hi, NC. So we have NC. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
New to junk journaling, scrapbooking right now. Thanks y'all to y'all for keeping me company. Found you both today. Oh, I'm so happy.
Yay.
Welcome. Yay,
Yes,
yay, yay.
we like new friends.
Yeah. Oh, and Hazel just came in. Hi, Hazel. I just
Hello.
put the link in. Your ears must have been burning, so I just put the link in for tonight. Well, I guess it's not really tonight. This afternoon.
I'll definitely be checking it out.
Yeah. Okay, John is saying, okay, let's do it. We could swap half of what we buy with each other, and then we could. Oh, that would be fun. That would be like another twist. So I'll message you. Is that what we're
Oh.
saying? Was going to be $10,
Oh,
and
you know what
then
would be fun?
and
You
then
know how they have like was it like during the holidays and Christmas where you get like a secret Santa? Maybe we could do like a secret thrift partner, and then get to shop for them.
yes.
I don't know.
I think Carol, Crinkled Path, she's, and I did feel like I could get myself together enough, and or I don't think I have enough Christmas stuff, but Carol of the Crinkled Path, and I think everybody's already been paired up, and it's probably like a done deal with the pairing because I'm guessing it's probably Christmas in July. But
Okay.
that's worth keeping an eye out for next year. Is they do a swap for Christmas, so
Oh,
you get like a
fun.
secret Santa partner, and then I think there's like multiple things that you're sending. Some of it may be handcrafted, some of it may be supplies. So you could either, I'm probably saying this wrong. I know somebody will come in and correct.
That sounds
Wrong information,
fun.
but and then maybe you can, send it at a certain time, like each week, or I think most people just put one bundle together
Yeah.
and do it that
I
way.
love that.
Yeah. So that's super fun for those that definitely look for that next year. But I bet I'm very behind in the chat here. Oh, totally, Jonna. I couldn't work in a thrift store.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. You wouldn't be able to walk in my house.
So I think my uncle volunteers at one, but I believe they're only open like 1 or 2 days a week. I have not been over there in a while, so I'm sure he finds really cool stuff.
Oh my God. I
Imagine.
bet he does. Oh, so Nettie says her library. Oh yeah, libraries are great to go to. Oh, I guess I could do library. Nettie says her library has a store that sells old donated books. The Goldens are $2 each, magazines
Ooh.
$1. That's actually a good deal. Ooh, I could do my $10. I could go to the library book sale, which is very dangerous for me to go to. I used to go all the time when the kids were little. We could fill up like a Trader Joe bag. Do you remember that, Taylor? Oh, she's not listening. She's cooking in the kitchen, but she has her earphones on. I think when the kids were little, we could fill up a Trader Joe bag for like a certain amount. So
That's
like
so
tons
fun.
of books. But I did hit them up last year and I did a haul video. Oh my God, it's very dangerous to go there because, I can't, I don't think I could go and just spend $10, but maybe.
I know, because like what happens if you go and then you see if I went to the flea market with only $10, I feel like I'd be holding off on so much stuff because I'm like, what if I find something better than this? I don't know. I'm like a what if person.
Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
found amazing books. Well, they have an antique section
oh
and then the
wow.
children's say, oh my gosh. But I told myself, oh, I can't go back there. I probably came home with like 20 or 25 books. It was terrible.
Yeah, Mikey built me a bookshelf, and it is, I think there's one or two shelves on the very top that are not, that don't have anything on there, but we have like some knickknacks and stuff. But it's pretty full. I don't know if it's a thing. I would have to get rid of some if I wanted to
Yeah,
add to
I'm
it.
running out of room because I have a few in the garage, but I don't really want to have any books in the garage. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I might need to do like a live sale or post some on Etsy. But yeah, I'm very limited in space here in my little dining room corner. So yeah, I definitely could not bring another 10 books. Well, I think I found homes for the books that were in my last haul, my Colorado haul, but I'm looking at my stack across from me and I probably have like another 5 or 6 books over there and I don't know. I don't know where those are going to fit. It's a problem.
It's a weakness. It really is.
Yeah, it's a total weakness.
And
So,
I have the problem where I collect them, and then I don't craft with them. I'm just so bad. Unless they're like falling apart. I hoard them.
yeah. Well, this past week I think I tore apart, like I dug into like 2 or 3 books, I think,
That's good.
since I've been home. So I'm just like, if I have them, I need to take them apart and I need to start using them
Mm-hmm.
because plus if I do that, I use them up, then I can buy more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, Kathy said, oh, I also wanted to say to Jonna, so she was commenting that Beth does more home goods. And yes, she definitely does more home goods. She resells vintage on her channel. She has a booth. So she's definitely more home goods, but I don't think it matters. I'm probably not going to pick up home goods when I do it. I'm looking for vintage craft supplies.
Yep.
So everything is good. It all goes. And then Kathy also said that people also share the fails, for the $10. Like
Oh.
you could walk in your thrift store and not find a single thing,
Oh
right?
yes, that's so true.
Because that
Yep.
happens to me all the time.
Oh
So,
yes.
or you go in and like the only thing worthwhile is maybe 10.50. I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true.
So it doesn't have to
Yep.
be, it doesn't, yeah, it could be a fail too, which is super fun.
I know, because just recently too, a lot of places are starting to think they're smart, and they go on was it eBay, and they try to price things, and I'm like, but why? So they
Yes.
had a bag of the little Wade figurines from the tea, and usually you can find them for $1. A couple, she had I think $5 on a bag of 3, which is still not terrible, but if you're gonna use them to craft with, or
Yes. You
like,
don't want to
oh
pay that
no.
as a craft supply. Yeah,
so
that
so
becomes a
right there, I
problem.
mean, $10 wouldn't get you very far. So I yeah, so they definitely are pricing things much higher now than they used to, or harder to come by, because the good stuff gets eaten up really quick.
Yes, I definitely prices are going up. Oh, this is so funny. Nettie says she bought a dictionary on eBay for crafting because it was old and looked like it was falling apart. But when she got it, it was too good
Oh
to tear
no.
apart. So she had to buy another one. Oh
Oh
my gosh,
no.
Nettie. That's so fun.
That is
Oh,
funny.
that's funny. Yeah, I've done that too. Even like I bought something in person and I'm like, I'm gonna rip this apart. And then I'm like, I
Oh,
can't
maybe
do
I'll
it.
scan it, and then you never do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Oh, and NC, yeah, Whatnot is awesome. So NC's says they get all their vintage craft supplies on the thrift app Whatnot, but the
Oh
in-person
wow.
experience is more exciting. Yes, many of us here in the community are familiar with Whatnot. I've sold on Whatnot. My husband and I did two sales on Whatnot when it first started. So we have, what's kind of interesting with our community here, some of us started on, like, some of us came together and met through our love of vintage, so more kind of home goods, that kind of thing. But we have a big crossover of friends that love vintage but also love crafting and creating, sometimes vintage, sometimes with newer supplies. So like Beth, oh my gosh, I've known, that is doing the $10 challenge. I've known her for, I don't know how, so many years. Nettie, I've known. Kathy. So a lot of us here in the chat, Susie, a lot of us have, met and became friends probably COVID, like back, like however long ago that now is.
I know. Isn't that crazy to think about? Oh.
Yeah. And so now we're kind of this, that there's like, so some of us are kind of in the crafting and creating, but we're just one big family. So sometimes, there's a big crossover in the different directions. And it's just a big family, and it keeps getting bigger and better in a lot of ways. Yeah, definitely COVID, right, Susie? Yes. And Laura says yes. Like, it's so wonderful. So we have these little subsets of, the crafty to the creating, and such fun. Such the most wonderful, lovely community of people, I have to say, ever. And we all kept each other sane during all of it, right? We were very isolated, and and now it just keeps going and continuing. So it's so wonderful. Yes, and see, and that's what's the wonderful thing. Like, I do have some local friends too, like Nettie and I are not too far away from each other. So we're still probably 45 minutes, Nettie, I would say, maybe. Well, it could be LA traffic, could be an hour. In distance, we're not very far, but depending on the traffic. So and that's the other thing. So a lot of us over the years have that live close enough by. We've gotten together. Nettie and I and a couple other friends in the community, we've done like girls trips and trips together, and people have flown to go, meet up, and that's been wonderful too. All the meetups and all the amazing friendships. But what's great is if you don't have anybody close by, you're creating this wonderful community of friends here online.
Yes.
Isn't it, Susie? It's the best. It is the best, sweetest community. Yeah. And the reselling junk journal, community is so amazing and sweet. Yeah. So Nettie says, 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, so NC says you might be putting on an event this year with the LGBTQ plus organizations to make, oh my gosh, I love that, to make paper crafts, cards, and letters for teens. There's a lot you can do with crafts that can bring people together.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Totally. I love that. I love that. It is the best. Creating, crafting.
It's so therapeutic. It's
yes. It is therapeutic. It is just an amazing thing to bring people together. I love that. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that a little bit over the years through a couple groups and things. And then I have a friend, she loves having like crafty creative parties and things. So Taylor's taught a couple of them for her, and it's just fun. We did mood boards one time. That was fun.
Tomorrow I'm actually doing a little like class for kids at a local like farm. It's our first one. We're gonna see how it goes.
So fun. So you
So
just what is the project?
So tomorrow it's going to be an ice cream party for kids, and they get a craft where we're going to be making puffy paint ice cream cones. And then they get to eat an actual ice cream. So it's going to be it's going to be cute.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So
So
hopefully it goes
fun.
well so we can do more.
Yeah.
And then I would love to do ones for adults or families too, but we'll see.
I'm doing my neighbor down the street that I walk with that now has our cat Jojo.
Aww.
We're doing at the local library, at the library down or our branch that's closest to us, but we're doing like a painting a painting thing on Saturday. We signed up like a free thing.
Oh,
I think
cool.
it's probably going to be like one of those sip and paint things. I have a
Uh-huh.
feeling. I don't know if we'll want we'll want to hang them up after. Well, we'll see. But we're doing that Saturday, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Those are a lot of fun.
yeah. I've never really done anything like that. But yeah,
Uh,
libraries are great. The community center.
I know my I went to school with her, but she just sent me a link the other day on Mondays in the community center. It's like a town over, but they're gonna have. I don't crochet, but she's like, you could bring any of your crafts that you're doing, but I guess we're gonna just craft and hang out. But I'll have to go next week and see how it is.
Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. But
I
my
would
mom's
totally
so
do
funny.
that.
Yeah, she's like, you don't know how to crochet. I was like, yeah, but I could bring my markers or
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and it's just it's a way to get out and meet, make new friends locally, and it doesn't mean that you have to, be doing the same craft, but just the fact that you bond,
Yeah.
creatively, I think is wonderful. All right, I'm talking a whole lot, not really painting. I don't know. Mine's okay. It's not that great, but
Oh, it's pretty.
it's
I
better than like that one super. So
I
you
I
know what I
would
mean? That one's super flat.
I would add like a background behind it to help it pop.
Oh, okay.
And then when you just like use like a circular motion to make it kind of
Okay. Now
solid.
what color? What color would you suggest?
Either like a mid-tone. Are those like water flowers or
I
like
don't know. I think they're like chrysanthemum,
Mhm.
like Japanese, like Asian-y chrysanthemums.
Maybe like a medium purple or blue or green. Depends on
Okay.
I'm not.
Let me see. Like a light though? I don't
Yeah,
know.
or if you or yeah, might be pretty. Yellow might be too harsh, I think.
Like this? Like that one right there, do you think? Or is that not dark enough? Do you see that?
That's pretty.
Okay. Or do you think something darker?
You could always go darker, so it's
Okay.
harder to go lighter, so.
Now would I do that's probably too much the same. Oh, Evan Owens saying you could do a huge mural piece doing paper mosaics using their creations. Oh, that's a good idea. Like for Amy, for
How
for
cute.
her thing with the ice cream thing. Yeah.
So, I brought up this idea to the lady there, and in Epcot, what they would actually do is they would have a whole wall mural, kind of like paint by number. So, each, it would turn into like a picture after, and each person would buy a number, and you would paint that number in a few spots, so you're like adding to the piece. It's pretty cool. So, I thought maybe having like a picture where everyone could come in and color a portion of it, and then it's like, at their leisure, and then at the end you would have like a finished picture with everyone's add to it. It's kind of cute.
Oh, that's cool. Now wait, I missed the first part. Then who would get to keep it?
Well, so the idea came from Epcot in Disney. They actually do that during the art festival. So.
Oh, how cool!
I've never participated in it, but I've seen it. It's pretty neat.
Wow. I've had Nettie shared, I don't know if it was in our group, about doing you know how they have the little libraries and then they have the little art, where she shared that she found in her neighborhood, instead of those free libraries that people have like in their front yards or whatnot, or schools, that it was an art library.
Oh, cute.
And I've so had that in the back of my mind. Our street is so, like, nobody ever comes down our street. It's not, it only has a sidewalk on one side. It's very quiet. I mean, we do get a few people, but they're, you know, out walking for exercise or whatever. But ever since Nettie said that, I just thought, oh my gosh, I would love to have something.
I know.
Like
I live in the middle of nowhere, so I feel like the wildlife would get more interaction with the.
Yeah.
I could do maybe I don't know if I should be feeding the wildlife, but a free garden for a free what is it, like snack bar for the wildlife or something.
I know. But I can't get that out of my head, Nettie, ever since you told me that.
That is such a good idea.
Oh my gosh. So she said she put some, oh my gosh, some homemade bookmarks in the little library ones. Okay, my neighbor Kiki, the JoJo's mom, they have a little library in front of their house. I think only once I've seen somebody getting a book out of it. Oh, so I could do that because she'd let me do that.
That's really cute.
Oh, I love that. This would be perfect. These kind of things would be perfect.
Yes, make your own bookmarks.
Yeah, like
and then I do have a laminator, so you could even laminate them too.
I have regrets there. I do get from time to time people send me emails about collaborations, but they're never like anything that
artsy stuff.
I do. Yeah, I don't feel like it's enough of a connection to what I'm doing, and I think they probably hit up a ton of YouTubers, and then I wasn't at the place like I could, like, you know, had time to do a video or whatever, test it out. But somebody had contacted me about a laminator, and I think that same company, because I saw a lot of people doing laminating projects, but I regret that I didn't like make time or whatever, like try to, you know, figure out the whole thing in order to do the collaboration thing. But yeah, laminators are super cool.
I know, I don't use mine enough. I
should have said no. I could find time. I could do. Susie, you should do it. She says her daughter, oh my gosh, she has a bookcase. She has a bookcase in front of her house. Oh my
cute.
God. What a great idea. Totally do it, Susie. How fun.
This was like 10 years ago, but my aunt started a like a rock painting Facebook group. And what we would do is we would paint rocks and then put the Facebook group name on the back of the rock and hide them in places so people could find them. It was kind of fun.
So and then would they come and post pictures?
So if you found the painted rock, you could share it on the post. Yeah.
I think my neighbor was doing that with her son. We have this thing we call the fire road. She and I, usually most days that we walk, we try to do. So it's I don't know. It's like a break in between some of the neighborhoods. And I think the fire, like if we had a fire in the area, I think they use it, for trucks and stuff like that. But it has like wood chips and it feels kind of naturey rural. Um, and I think they did that several years back. I think they found a rock and then they started making their own and
That's
then
so
leaving them,
cute.
around on the fire road. Super cute. I think her son loved it. It was a fun activity. Oh, good. I'm going to do bookmarks. I'm going to totally copy that idea. I love it. Because I just feel like we definitely don't have the amount of traffic for an art thing. I don't know. And there's actually probably within a couple, like 2-3 blocks there, because we're right down the street from an elementary school too. So the elementary school
Aww.
has a library. Yeah, so I could totally do bookmarks for that. It would be fun. And then my friend Kiki has one. And then there's a house maybe 2 blocks away from us, and they actually have 2 little libraries next, in their front yard. I don't know why they have 2, but I should knock on their house and see if they would let me.
I don't know if you've ever purchased a book secondhand and have found like old bookmarks and old
Yes,
notes. It's so fun.
I love that. And like pressed like flowers and
Oh
like
yeah,
leaves and stuff, because I'm always looking for nature books. So I found,
that's so
leaves
pretty.
and old postcards. Yeah, just fun. I love it. That's like I love finding little extras. Okay, Kathy said orange. So I was trying to think like, okay, what would I use this for? So I kind of went kind of orangey. Maybe
It's pretty.
it's probably like Tim Holtz. What is the linen? It's kind of
Yes, yes.
yeah.
That's
But I was
pretty.
thinking, okay, I maybe like I would use it. What is it? The antique linen. It's kind of antique
Yeah,
linen.
that's
But
pretty.
then I could use it like in a vintagey kind of a thing.
Yep, it matches.
Nettie says she thinks her next bigger purchase needs to be a printer scanner. Yeah,
Oh,
I have regrets. I did not get. I should have totally listened to Debbie, my vagabond style, my Debbie. She was suggesting one, and it was with the ink things that you fill up.
yep, that's what I have.
Yeah,
So last
and I'm sure
year,
that's what you have.
yeah,
Yeah.
last year my printer went kaput and I got an Epson Eco Tank. Um, and I have yet to buy more ink for it. So,
Yeah, I messed up.
but it was a little expensive, but I use it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you need it, definitely a professional level thing. And I don't, well, I did get better paper. Like I ordered on Amazon, like a better quality paper, because I just always get the cheapy stuff because I also use it to print invoices and stuff for,
Mhm.
Etsy sales and stuff. So it doesn't need to look nice. But I did get better quality paper, and I feel like say if I print stuff from Graphics Fairy and whatnot, it is better now that I have the better paper. The
Yeah, the
print
quality
quality
was
is a little
yeah.
bit better, but it's not amazing. It's like not very good.
I also noticed too with mine, I have to kind of mess around with the settings a little bit to finally get what I'm after. So I'm
Yes.
probably not using my machine correctly, to be honest with you, but it does take a little bit of practice.
Probably the same with me. I'm sure. I'm sure I'm not using it the way I should be. Although yesterday I needed something and I wanted something pink. I was very proud of myself. Like I found I went to Graphics Fairy. I found like one of their free printables, and it was like beigey tone, and I played with the settings and it turned out pink and it was so pretty. I was like, oh, I did it. I did it. It looks good. Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to make a greeting card for a birthday party I went to the other day, and I printed the image like 6 times because it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah.
But that was definitely user error. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Somebody, that would be a great like content video for somebody to do on just, you know, how to play with the whatever the editing, right? To change up the color. Yeah, the color way. Oh, that's brown. Let's see. Oh, that's a great idea, Amy, with the, do free art giveaways. Yeah, at various community centers with their permission. Yeah. What? In the marble community, there's a worldwide handmade marble hunt you can join. Wow.
Oh, cool.
But how do you make a marble? Wow. Is it like, do you have to do the glass blowing to like make a marble that way? Or could you decorate something round in some capacity? Oh, these are so interesting. These are very brown. Yet, if you look at it, it's yellow.
Isn't that, yeah, some markers are just not.
I should look at the thing. Where's Taylor's thing she did? That's what I need to do. Okay, 163.
I'm constantly swatching.
Yeah. Okay, here's 163, 38. They're kind of similar. 35. Well, guess that's it. All right. Let's see, we're 2:12. I was just looking at the time.
Yeah.
We don't want to get tired.
So I colored Santa Claus, and then this is an image that I colored before, but I turned it into a bookmark.
So. Oh, so cute. Ooh, let me see up close. Like hold them up close so we can see.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
The light
pretty.
The light on my tripod died for some reason, so like I tried turning it back on, but it doesn't want to.
Oh, on your new one?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
I plugged it in, but it went out. I don't know. It's not staying charged.
That's beautiful. Oh my gosh.
So I did use the distress ink around the edges, and then.
Oh, that's so lovely. Right there.
I think it's really fun to see the colors on the other side. And then that's the bunny that I stamped over the ink. He's cute.
Over that one that was
yeah, this one
that two-way one kind of. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful.
He's cute. Oh,
I love it.
And yeah, the light's not staying on. He's cute.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. That's a great stamp. That's beautiful.
Today's the first day I've ever used that one.
Wow. Yeah. And then let me see the pumpkin.
Yeah, so it's cool to see the different, you can color it all different ways. Yeah.
That's a great stamp. I'm going to do a search. That's a great for junk journal, for Halloween junk journals.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find this set. It comes with all different Halloween-y things. Oh, it ran away. Oh, here's the cats. The stamps for that one.
Oh. Nettie said she just spent several minutes looking for the lid to the marker. It was on the end of the marker. Oh, I do that too. Patty says she does that all the time too.
With my art glitter glue, I actually have to put the end of it in a cup because I'm like I keep losing it.
That's a great idea. I had to buy a new tip because I lost my pin, and then I like shoved the little fine thing down into the other part. So for those that are like me and super rough on their things, they do sell refill tips, or just the tip part for the art glitter glue, just the metal with the pin. And I'm like, okay, I can't lose it. I can't. And yeah, I've lost it probably 5 times
I've seen
with the new one.
I've seen somebody take the pin and make like a dangle off of it, so it's probably easier to
Yes.
find. I should actually try that.
Yeah, I totally need to do. That's when I said to myself when I put the new one on, okay, today I'm going to make a dangle, and I didn't do it. Even just it doesn't even have to be cute. Just any little thing,
Right?
right? I could just slap a piece of chain on there and one bead and call it a day. Kathy got 2 ATCs done.
Yay.
Nice, Kathy. Nice,
Oh, you
nice,
could
nice.
we could glue a giant pom-pom to the end of the glue.
Yes, like super giant. I need. Kathy says she just pulled the head off. Well, that I haven't done yet. Pull the head off the pin. But
Oh
give me time.
no. Oh,
Give me
I saw,
time.
yes, when you were doing your craft tutorial. Yeah, that's
Yeah. You
a
know what you could
pain.
do, Kathy, if you have I don't know if maybe the metal ones work too, because I think I've seen people use the earring, the metal ones that have the little circle thing. I don't know, the little butterfly looking one. But if you have any of those plastic things like earring backs, like the little kind of barrel shaped ones, because I think that's what I'm going to use for mine. See if you could put that on the tip, maybe even glue it. It might even stay. Yeah, the problem, Evan, Amy, is that the push pins, they have to be stainless steel. And I think I think it's stainless steel. I tried like every pin that I had in my possession and style. Also, they have to like be able to fit in there well, and they all rusted. So that's why I gave in and bought a new tip, and then of course I broke my tip too. So I had those two things. Which if you're doing grungy, it doesn't, it comes out brown for a little bit and then it turns to white. So you just kind of deal with it. But yeah. Yeah. All righty. So should we say, oh, look, you're making that so cute. Oh, I love it. You added the little bunny to the bookmark. How cute. I'm so excited about this whole bookmark thing. That's adorable. Also, you could put like Amy too for you. If you put those, you could put your like Facebook information
Oh
on,
yeah.
right? So it's like
Cute.
another way to kind of network with people too.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So fun. Oh, Hazel's still here. Ooh, Hazel, when are we going on? Is it soon?
Oh no.
I think probably a couple hours, right? I don't have it memorized in my head what time it is, because you're mountain time, right? Let me look. I hope I don't look as like in an hour, but I am presentable. So that's a good thing. 2 hours. Okay. 2 hours. All righty. Okay. So I will, yeah. Well, let's turn around. We'll turn around and we'll say goodbye if we can. Well, I don't know. It's hard for you to do that though, right?
Let me hold up.
Only if it's easy. If not, we don't need to. Let me see here. It's not super necessary.
Let's see. Settings, camera.
Plugged. There we go. Can you guys hear me? Oh, I think I muted there for a minute. I don't know. It'll take more than 2 hours to prep.
Throwing everyone around.
Kind
Sorry.
of kind of a useless, thing. But it is. I can eat. I can have another meal in my day. That's fun. I'm so excited. Well, I'm so excited. Thank you, Amy, for joining me today.
Thank you for coloring with me. It was a lot
Yes.
of fun.
I think I learned a ton. I mean, I learned a ton of stuff. Even comparing my yesterday attempt to today, it's night and day.
And I'm constantly learning myself, so it's definitely because I haven't taken out my stamps until we started this, so it was good.
Yeah, so that opened up a whole new
Yes.
thing for you to play with and experiment with. And I'm sure everybody else will say too, right? Didn't you guys learn a ton of stuff today? I'm excited. I'm going to leave my stamps out and kind of keep playing with them all week.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you, Amy, for joining me today. So appreciate you. And thank you, everybody that was here in the chat and hung out with us today. Appreciate all of you as well. And
yes, hopefully we didn't put too many people to sleep, because I know sometimes when I watch coloring videos, it makes me sleepy.
Well, I think I was yapping. I was yapping enough, talking enough to make up for it. So I probably shouldn't have talked as much. It would have been
no, it's okay.
But yeah. See, Nettie says great tips. Oh. We are all better alcohol marker users. I think. Thanks to you.
Yes.
So,
thank
all
you.
righty. Well, thank you so much, Amy, and thank you everybody in the chat. And I'll see you all later, hopefully at Hazel's Heart to Heart. So, bye everybody.
Checking it out.
Yep. Thank you. Bye.